Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're continuing on the Leviathan box for Warhammer, and this is the Librarian in Terminator armor. This guy was interesting to paint and a little challenging. So in general, he follows kind of a standard paint scheme for the blues. Well, I guess actually he doesn't. So I based him with Macragge blue for the spray, but then I painted over all of that with Cantor blue. Which is the kind of the standard librarian color, right, that all librarians should be painted toward. So I did Cantor blue, and then I tried something new with this guy. I made an honest attempt to try to dry brush the highlights first and then see where it got me. So if you can kind of see the blue being highlighted a little bit, very faintly, that was me trying to dry brush it without going overboard. And for that, I used stalling as I look at my paints. Aliotok blue, I'll just show you that one. That's what we highlighted in for the Cantor blue, and I think it turned out okay. And after that, based in all the colors like you would normally, pretty much the normal color scheme. Averland Sunset is the yellow for those pipes, and then Mephiston red for the red, shading with Nuln Oil. Abaddon black for all the blacks, lead belcher for all the silvers. Excuse me. Retributor armor for all the gold. The important details here now. All of the glowing ruins. So I've seen a couple different ways to do this. I think I did it the hard way. So I actually did it twice. First I used Corax white, and then I went back with Bauerhof blue. And I think I could have just done Bauerhof blue and been fine. But basically what you do is you take your color of choice, and you basically mix the paint with a lot of water to make it super runny. And then with a fine tip brush, you basically drop it into all of those recesses, and it flows reasonably nicely. I think it turned out pretty well, especially considering I was not the neatest on this and trying to learn. You can see like up there in the shoulder pads where all those runes are, it didn't turn out the cleanest. It's a little messy, but that's okay. This is part of the learning process, right? You're only going to get better the more you paint. So, so that's what I did. I think it turned out okay. So that's how you do that, just with a lot of water and patience. And then for the axe, tried a variety of different methods to see what I wanted to do here. In the end, I went with some contrast paint. So for all the turquoise there, I went ahead and I base coated that in Gracier, just to set it up as a good base for the contrast. And then I used Frostheart for the contrast paint and based it with Frostheart. And then after that was dry, I went over it with a coat of, what is that called? Not that one. I'm looking for the color so I don't tell you wrong. This one. Achillean green, just to provide a little bit of different contrast. I got the inspiration from one of the YouTube channels called Contrast Plus. He does a lot of contrast type painting videos, and that's where I tried to follow his recipe a little bit. He used a lot more colors and made it look a lot cooler, but I tried to do that just as a base. And then I edge highlighted it with Bauerhof blue, and I think that turned out reasonably well for the axe. And then Screamer pink for the axe handle and the purity seal waxes. And I think that's really about it for this guy. He's got a lot of details. We used Mornfang brown for the book pouch, right? And then Agrex Earthshade to recess shade to try to get in those recess details. And then I edge highlighted that with what was it? Gunthor brown is what I used to edge highlight that, just to bring out the edges and the leather. So I think that's it. I think that is that's the Librarian Terminator armor. Oh, the skull, I used Screaming Skull, which is a fitting color, right? And Agrex Earthshade on that for all the dirty ground details. So that's the Librarian. And then we also try to make his eyes glow and his palm glow with the warp energy. Again, that is all Bauerhof blue and Frostheart, combinations of that, and Corax white, trying to get a glow effect. So it turned out okay. Not as good as I'd like, but overall I'm happy, right? He's done. On to the next guy. So thank you all for watching, as always. I appreciate it. If you like what you see on the channel, please like, share, subscribe. It helps us out very much. And I guess we'll see you in the next video.